I wanted to finish them off, so we're going to the center, the dancing man. The dancing man is always a little longer, just like the dancing woman, because they are at the center of that wheel. Because dancing men sit in the middle of the medicine wheel, they alternately express attributes of each direction. They are known as the great transformers of energy because they can change their approach from one moment to the next. Dancing men can be the most sensitive of all the anatomy types to the fluctuation of women's desires. They have the ability to listen beyond words, tune into the body's erotic language, and give their lovers what they need. Like dear women, they love reaching into the magical, mysterious spaces of sensuously carnal delights. Dancing men often treat their lovers with trust and honesty and are willing to communicate with open hearts. They like learning different techniques and are eager to step outside of their routines to find more creative sexual things to do. Dancing men live to uncover new ways to satisfy and enchant their lovers. They are diligent seekers of pleasure and knowledge. Their seeds are like multifaceted arrows, reaching for ways to join with feminine energy in beauty. At times they can be as persistent and resourceful as a coyote man. They can be as feisty and as loyal as a pit bull, or as cuddly as a bear man. They are as powerful as pony men and can have the endurance of horsemen. If the moment calls, they will turn on their charisma like a deer and be mysterious like an elk and become as agile and playful as the ram. Once they have chosen a direction, their greatest challenge is to stay on course, and of course without becoming inflexible. So to stay on course, but to not lose that flexibility that is in their nature. Dancing men can be fickle and impatient. They meander and are often stressed, wondering whether they're going in the right direction. They're in the center, so of course, direction is a thing when you're in the center, huh? Especially with affairs of the heart. They hesitate around the wheel, trying to make the perfect decision before they act. When dancing men avoid the temptation to escape conflict and dare to boldly pursue what they want, take a stand, and then act decisively, they gain the fulfillment that comes from enjoying the small pleasures of mundane affairs. If you want to seduce and arouse a dancing man, let him know he is special and that you trust his decisions. Assure him that his explorations and achievements are worthy, and then keep him on his toes with unexpected erotic surprises. If you notice, for all the gentlemen, it does say to praise, to acknowledge. It's something so important for the sacred masculine, especially in today's times. So this applies to all, because it is very important to be seen in your own relationship or with your own sexual partner relationship, not necessarily a husband or wife. To not fall into those routines, to be in tune with yourself, and to be able to communicate. The best thing is as you're getting to know each other. And that's something that's missing these days, because there is no courtship. There is a following of what we believe it has become. Some people follow that. I do not. Because I've learned that in getting to know that partner, not only does the sex become better, but also that experience becomes better. I personally have a better experience. Anyone will have a better experience. And there are so many things right away that you can actually, when you go back, right, in hindsight, when people go back into the early parts of their relationship, they often say, I should have known. Because this person did give off all these signs, but I wasn't listening or really seeing. And when we make it a point to acknowledge, to praise, to be present with our partner, not only are we extending our presence and we're actually giving respect, because that presence is a form of respect. And so we're respecting ourselves for taking the time to be with that person, and we're respecting them. And when we do those things, we can actually become more aware of that person's needs, of that person's desires, of that person's insecurities, and not use it as something against them, but as something that we can work with in order to experience the best as a couple, whether it be just in fucking or in a deep relationship. Now, distinguishing features of dancing men. Dancing men have average size shafts and tapered heads. They are the most common of the male anatomy types. They enjoy all kinds of women and become masterful lovers because they're willing to use their hands, their body, vibrators, oral sex, or whatever it takes to bring their partner into the highest states of pleasure possible. They enjoy just about every position imaginable. The uniqueness of the dancing man lies in his natural humility, which comes from his unassuming, non-boastful manner, and one of his most attractive qualities is the way he makes his lovers feel at ease by accepting and embracing their vulnerabilities and encouraging them to shine. The direction of the wheel, the center, the void, the energy that catalyzes the entire wheel with open heart-to-heart communication. Length of the shaft, 2 hands. Thickness, index finger to the last joint of the thumb tip. And so we continue with him for just a moment and we'll sum it up, wrap it up. Loads of spurts of ejaculate, 4 to 8. Timing fast. Taste of ejaculate, salty. Consistency of ejaculate, creamy. Testicles, average size. Temperament and demeanor, accommodating, dexterous, creative, and charming explorers who are willing and hungry to learn. It's a very beautiful thing to self-explore in such a fun way, as in learning your direction on the wheel. All of the things stated really apply to everyone when it comes to the challenges, because some people will encounter similar challenges even though they have a different shaft, just because of our society, because of how we're conditioned. Many men might have it in their nature to express and to speak and to communicate their desires, but perhaps because of the household, because of the people in their lives, because of their past lovers, they have grown to not express themselves and feel comfortable doing so. So much of the things that were given, not so much as advice, but just as suggestions, would serve anyone. To not get in your head about your performance, to get into more creativity, to use all you got. You got your hands, you have your mouth, you have your shaft, you have your imagination, you have toys available, you have so many things. You have settings, can put candles, you can put different music, you can cook, you can make it an all-day foreplay kind of thing. So much that is possible. And the challenges of not getting stuck in a routine, of not believing that every woman is the same in her temperament, in her likes, in where her G-spot is, in any of that. To just go in and with great, desire and with fascination exploring every partner ends up being such a benefit above all to ourselves. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry about some of the tongue-tied moments, but I did want to wrap up this part today because tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, I have Twitter X Spaces, and so I'll just talk and talk and talk like a parrot. And then by the end of the day, after having a meditation with someone or chanting with someone or doing other things, my voice is just gone. So I got to exercise my tongue. Got to wiggle that tongue around. Yes, I do hope you did enjoy this. And if you have any questions, always feel free. Just respectfully, please first ask, and then, I might ask you, okay, send a picture and remember to hold it like this. And also one-on-ones. Sometimes we do one-on-ones and I guide you through self-love. And that is also an opportunity to, put the camera on it. All right. Well, much love and respect and happy fucking.